But the truth is, God created darkness also. And it was only because the fact that there is darkness can, in fact, there be an appreciation for light. So the nighttime really is almost a blessing in disguise to appreciate the daytime. The gift of darkness is really a gift of light. It's the obstacles and limitations that are equal to night, to darkness. By overcoming them and coming through, that's when you shine.
Cuff. Do you remember what it meant? Cuff? Yeah, you said cuff. Together.
Today would have been my father's 99th birthday.
He was with
So
us too.
we brought another generation into it.
We thought it was very appropriate. The word was together.
4 generations, right? Weren't your parents married?
My parents were married in Temple. Wow. Yeah, they were married 68 years. We go way back. And I was confirmed. My daughters were confirmed.
Now you're getting a very special letter. This one, it means nothing.
What do I need it for?
If my pockets are full and someone gives me anything and says, put it in your pocket. If it's full, I can't put it in. First thing that God made in this world, He made it. He made nothing. Because into nothing, you could put something.
If we were to close ourselves up on Capitol Hill or in Bellevue and say, Temple to Hirsch Sinai is only about these people and there's no more, and we're not going to pay attention to the larger Jewish community, then we wouldn't really be doing our job. And so by bringing the Torah out to the community, you've helped us fulfill a mitzvah of being a part of this. And now that one of those letters in our Torah is going to represent each one of you, you've helped us make a connection to the community so that this will be something lasting.
I never dreamed that I'd ever have the opportunity to scribe a letter. And now I'm 84 years old, and that's a long time.
Been a member of this congregation for 69, almost 70 years. It's very moving for me also.
Good.
So, been here a long time.
My cousin was invited to do it, and she wanted me to be with her. So that was the second time. And that was very exciting because it was just the two of us. And she was so thrilled about this. It was just amazing. So that was wonderful.
If we can't own up to our history, be proud of it, thorns and all, warts and all, we're not going to be able to make our destiny as strong and as good as it could be. So this book is really telling us what we're about to do right here all together. This book is describing exactly the concept of being Jewish. Jewish people know that as we grow and we become stronger independently, we are always thankful and grateful to where we've come from. We're doing this as a family. And what does it mean as a family? That we look to you. And we look to you and we say, thank you for being who you are.
So I would like to welcome all of you to the end of the journey, and it's been a really long road, and I think it's been an amazing event. I think people had a wonderful time inscribing in the Torah with our rabbi.
Especially in a large congregational setting, there often is a challenge to try to create a sense of cohesiveness and a sense of togetherness.
We have such a diverse community. We need some way to draw everyone together, and the common thing is Torah.
My first impression, based on past experiences, was that this is a massive organizational task, and some very talented people got into the act and put it together.
I don't feel that we'll understand and truly appreciate the full power and impact of this Torah until many years from now.
want to welcome groups marching in who will carry the Torahs. The first group are the newest members of Temple of Hirsch Sinai.
So now the moment has come, and we're going to write the final letters of the Torah. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Every generation, Jews always, in time of joy, in time of crisis, go back to this Torah. It's been our source of strength. And back to 2007, once again, we're looking back to this Torah to remind us who we are, but also tell us where we're going. It actually has both the meaning of the past and the experience of the future. First time the Jewish people heard and saw the Torah, it sounded like baby language to them too. So that's why we invited them to be part of the closing ceremony, of creating their own language in Torah. And a letter we're going to write together. Here's the letter Reish and the word Yisrael. May you all be blessed. Be able to teach your children to be good people, good children. May they bring you a lot of nachas. That's what's most important, and hope you get some sleep. Often the question is asked, why should it be the last commandment? This is the moment that this Torah has been waiting for. It reminds us that as Jews, we are commanded not to be passive. Judaism demands action. It's been waiting to become called, to be known as a Torah. How do we know who you are? It's by what you do. So this mitzvah reminds us who we really are meant to be. Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov.
It's wonderful to be able to celebrate what Torah means to us, not just as a book that is far off and distant and lives in an ark and we only get to see on an occasion, but to really bring it into our homes and into our families and make it part of us and keep it close to heart.
We can make the world a better place, and what better way to do that than as a community, because you can try to do it alone, but we're better when we're together as a community, and that's what our Torah teaches us.
I think there'll be continuous revealing of the power of this experience for the next generation, as each generation anew is touched by this scroll and has been a part of this scroll and will see the way in which it continues to be a part of their lives for years to come.
Are you ready? Oh, I thought you were... Okay, next.